Hey guys, the 5 here with episode number 1 of our new career mode on FIFA 22. Obviously, we've ended the Leverkusen career mode, we won the Bundesliga, we won the Europa League. I've just spoiled it for anyone that wanted to go back and watch it, unfortunately. But we are starting the new series here. It's time for a new era, a new team. As you can tell by the thumbnail, that team is going to be Fulham. So we're travelling to London, to Craven Cottage. Really nice looking stadium. A actually really decent team, and yeah, I think it's going to be fun. The first season shouldn't be the biggest of challenges in the championship, but we move to the Premier League. That's where things get interesting. Things get a bit tasty. We're bumping the difficulty up from legendary to ultimate, keeping the strict negotiations. Obviously, Sterling 5 minutes, transfer windows enabled and all that. And here we go, our first look at ourselves as the Fulham boss. And we've got a message straight away. As the Fulham boss, we got a message from the chairman, and he said, "This season, we in the boardroom believe that the current squad is more than capable of achieving the return to the Premier League. So as a result, we've decided on a smaller transfer budget for this year. So we've got about 13 million to spend on the transfer budget this season, and as we run through the squad, you can kind of see it's a good squad. It's probably one of the best in the Championship. Obviously, Fulham are one of the teams that went down last season. It was Fulham, West Brom, and who was the last team? Fulham, West Brom, and Sheffield United. And of all those three, Fulham probably had the best squad, and we should be able to be the team that bounces back up the quickest. And kind of as we approach our kind of main men in the team, like Harry Wilson and Mitrovic, we do come to the tactical side of the team. The tactical side of the team. We're going to be playing a 4-2-3-1. We're going to try and switch up the formations from those that we played with Leverkusen. Obviously, at Leverkusen we played the 3-4-3, played the 4-4-2, and we played a bit of 4-3-3 as well in there as well. But this squad requires other things, and as you can see, because of the lower budget for this season, we believe that you should take full advantage of our excellent youth academy and scouting network, and we hope that you can find the next global superstar right here in London. So obviously, 13 million on the transfer budget. We're going to have our own 4-star scout that we can send out to London, looking for new talents, adding to the youth academy. And obviously, because I pre-ordered the game, I got a kind of scout future star player in our squad, and that player is called Riley Webber. He has a 73 to 94 potential. He's already 71 overall, 17 years of age. And what we're going to do with him is we're going to convert him from a right midfielder to a left midfielder. And we are going to then send out our scouts to England, as I said, trying to find that next talent in London. And as you can see, he is 71 overall. Our left midfielder right now is 73 overall, Carvalho. So there's an absolute chance to get into the first team here, as we do accept an offer for Jean-Michel Seri, going back to Galatasaray for 3.15 million. We're going to get 2.3 of that. And from the kind of looking through the squad and all that, I realised we need a backup striker to Mitrovic. Mitrovic is class, but after him, the drop-off is huge. So I've got Jay Rodriguez, who went there. Burnley were like, we want Carvalho and a little bit of money. Carvalho's going nowhere. So I thought, why don't we loan someone? And we went straight to Manchester City. We went to a player who's been tearing it up in the Premier League too, Liam Delap. We're going to offer them 7.5 million, and we're going to go as high as 12.5 on a loan to buy deal, and they did accept it. And what we're going to do, obviously, because we are signing one of their young players, we're going to just put an imaginary buyback clause in there. So if Man City do come back for him in the future, we have to sell him to Manchester City. Should, obviously, the loan to buy kind of successfully go through, and it isn't just a loan. Here, obviously, because of Weber, I was questioning whether to sell Carvalho. In the end, we decided against it. It's better to have them both than to just get rid of one and keep the other. But we did call up Riley Webber. He will be soon joining the first team. Not quite straight away, though. And Mitrovic was a bit annoyed that we haven't signed any kind of good players during the window. We've only signed Liam Delap. As we come into the first game of this season, we get another message from the chairman saying we expect you to bounce straight back up into the Premier League with no difficulty, and throughout this season ensure that the development to Craven Cottage aren't wasted by maintaining a healthy record at home. Obviously, during COVID, a lot of construction was going on at Craven Cottage. You could quite clearly see it through some of the Premier League games last season. So we just got to say, maintain the record at home for the home fans. Make sure the development does not go unwasted. As you can see, the first press conference before the first game, we are taking on Middlesbrough to kick off this season. Should be a good one. Should be a fun one. Should be one that we will win, hopefully. All things considering our team and their team. And, we get a couple of obvious questions about winning the league and whatnot. But we also got one about Josh Onuma, formerly of Spurs. Could he be the man to replace Seri? Well, probably not quite. I do have a couple of options I'll show you at the end of the episode on who I think can replace Jean-Michel Seri. Coming to this one, you can see the training on the pitch. It's our first impression here in the Championship. At 24 minutes in, the first chance comes our way as Callum Robinson on the left-hand side, chests it down to Mitrovic. Mitrovic finds Reed. Reed cuts it inside to Decordova-Reed. The Reed to Reed connection does go and make it 1-0 to ourselves. And we are winning in our first Championship game very early on. So hopefully we can continue that throughout the season. And obviously, like the chairman wants, he wants us to get promoted straight away. So if we could win the league as well, that would be a nice little bonus here. So really fortunate that Gazniga didn't concede there, but thankfully for us, obviously it hit the crossbar and went out. But this game was actually much, much harder than I thought it would be. Ultimate, this is one of the first times I've played on Ultimate. We've been playing on Legendary on the Leverkusen career mode, and you can tell the difference. There is a very clear difference between how they play, and how strong they are, and how quick they are, and how good their finishing is. Very difficult is what I would say. Very, very difficult. As almost there, they go 1-1. Almost getting back on level terms. Thankfully, it deflected off of one of our players, and Amiobi's going to whip this one across. Look to find his man. We get it away only as far as Hernandez. A bicycle kick is cleared away, and then it falls to the edge of the box. And a very, very nice goal from their number 10. Does go and make it 1-1. Payaro is the man to do so. And unfortunately, we go back to square one just before half-time as well, which just kind of puts a bit of salt in the wound of conceding. But we come into this one, we know we have the better team, we know if we just attack, we will score goals. And the first chance in the second half comes from a very poor tackle from their number 4 on Mitrovic. Wins us a free kick, and we have one of the best free kick takers in the Championship, Harry Wilson, stepping over this one. I remember he scored a free kick for Bournemouth against Man City as a very, very unfortunate save. Unfortunate save, that doesn't make sense. But luckily for them, it wasn't the strongest of free kicks. It was accurate but not strong. And the score remains at 1-1 as Callum Robinson finds Cavallero. He plays it inside to Mitrovic. Can't quite get his first goal of the season. He hits the post. Only as far as Chalobah though. Decordova-Reed, the goal scorer, finds Mitro again. Tried to come inside, but Dale Fry makes the challenge. And yeah, this game, Middlesbrough were very good attacking-wise, but we were better defensively. And we were really good attacking-wise, but we just couldn't take that final shot that we needed to find the goal here. But thankfully, 75 minutes into the game, Wilson's through on goal, but he's kind of charged down by Hall, forced him to cut inside, and it didn't quite really come to anything after that. And they do get the ball away, really, unfortunately, for ourselves. And the clock is ticking down. We want to win these type of games. If we want to win the league, these are the games we need to win. And well, with 5 minutes remaining, Chalobah on the ball, he's just charging forward. Finds Reed, who finds Cavallero, who chucks the ball into the back of the net. And our Portuguese winger is saying, if you want to replace me with some youth, I'll prove to you and I'll show to you exactly what I can do. And he does go make it 2-1 in the final few minutes of the game. I think the celebrations are worthy of the result because we have just picked up our first Championship result in today's game. All thanks to Ivan Cavallero. 1 attempt, 1 goal, clinical is what you call that. And we got quite lucky, considering that our attacking wasn't the most fluid when it came to having that final chance, that final shot. But that is only going to come with time, and Mitrovic is going to be better and better as the season goes on. But, as said, we had some options. We've got 3 centre-back options. They are Joe Rodon, Nat Phillips, and Trevor Chalobah. And we have 4 options for the midfield. That is Hamza Chowdhury, Oliver Skipp, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. 5 options. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Harry Winks, and Lewis Cook. Now, there's a couple of offers in for some of these players already. Some of them are a bit expensive for our budget. I think realistically, I'm thinking Ruben Loftus-Cheek for the midfield, and maybe Joe Rodon from the centre-backs, or maybe even loaning in Trevor Chalobah, going for that double swoop at Chelsea, our local rivals. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.